Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
So the first one is enumerations, and we'll deal with each and everything. If time passes, then we'll take a look at the JDBC architecture as well. So the first one is enumerations, and in short, it will be called as Enums. Enums, it was introduced in JDK 5. So it was not available before Java SE version 5, and it was available only after JDK 5. I already prepared a PPT for that, for all the additional Java features. So it's not required for me to write in the notes. So we'll take a look at one by one topic, and we'll see one small example how to use that, and you guys are supposed to practice the rest of the methods, or you guys are supposed to dig more to get the details about topic further. Enumeration. The purpose of enumeration is to declare a named constants. Java feels that declaring the final variables. Normally we'll use final variables to declare the constants. Java feels that if we have declared a separate data type for that, it would be easy instead of writing the variables within a class. So enumeration itself is a data type, and it specifies a list of named constants. To write a enum or enumeration, you'll go for new. Here you can see that once after class and interface, you have one more type, which is enum. So select that one. Specify the name of the constants. Let us say I want to declare WebGR. Click on finish. Just however you are providing the name for class or interface, you just need to provide the name for enum as well. I have created in a package called com.java.features, and the name of my enumeration is WebGR. So the purpose of enumeration is to declare the constants. So here the constants, let us say violet, indigo, blue, green, orange. So here if you take a look at the variable names, all the variables are specified with capital letters. So these are enumerated constants, and it is not required to specify the data type. So here I'm not writing the data type for violet, indigo, or any of the constants. Whenever you have specified the constants within your enumeration, then the data type for those constants will be same as that of the enum data type. So currently the data type for my constant will be WebGR itself. So that means by default, these will be taken as static final variables, and the data type also will be taken care automatically by the enum itself. You can write constructors as well, but the constructor in an enum, it should be private or default. There shouldn't be any public constructors within enumeration. So you can see that this is my default constructor. Let us write a parameterized constructor. When I'm trying to write a parameterized constructor, you can see that these constants are giving a compilation error. What is the error here? The constructor WebGR is undefined. So currently we have mentioned that these are inherently of type WebGR itself. So that means by default it expects a default constructor to be available for each of the constants, because these are not primitive data types. So for non-primitive data types means it was supposed to call a constructor during the creation. So here I don't have default constructor, so that's the reason it is giving me an error. You can call the parameterized constructor by specifying within the parameters. So currently I'm specifying with respect to violet constant, and I want to specify the value as 1. So I'm calling the parameterized constructor here. It will inherently call whenever it is assigning the violet value, it will inherently call the parameterized constructor, and it will set the value whatever that you have passed within the parameters. So let us pass the data. Let us declare one more variable, private int with gr value. So this dot with gr value equal to value whatever that was passed by our constructor. Write one getter method as well for our for our integer. So now you have created a enumerated class, so enum type of class, and you have declared 5 enum data types. Here you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are calling the parameterized constructor, and you have provided a getter method for your WebGR value. So now let us write one test class. WebGR is my enum class. So I have mentioned that these are by default static variables, which means I'm supposed to access by using the class name or enum name. So WebGR dot, if I put a dot, you can see that I can choose any of the constants: blue, green, indigo, orange, or violet. And let us say I'm selecting one constant variable. The return type for blue is, whenever you are accessing this variable, we have mentioned that by default the data type will be same as that of the enum name. So that means you will get a reference. You will get a reference to your enum class itself. So now you got the enum class object, and by using that you can easily call the get WebGR value, which will provide you the value of blue. You can see that the value. So whenever you have specified WebGR.blue, this will come at this level, and inherently it will call the constructor and it will assign the value WebGR value to parameter 3. So that means when you are calling the get WebGR value on blue reference, this is blue reference, this will return the value, the WebGR value, which was set at this level, and currently the value was set as 3, and you can see that it has printed the value as 3.
Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, this Vijay. What does the first statement do? Does it create an object?
This one?
No, not that. Can you go back to the client? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
See, blue is a static reference. So that means you are supposed to access by using the class name or enum name only. That's what I have done. But here, what is the return type or what is the data type for all these constants? Inherently, these are static, public, and also the return type or the data type will be same as that of enum. So whenever I call this variable or whenever I have called this data type, it will return a class reference itself, nothing but our enum reference, and I have taken that within WebBlue object, and currently I'm calling get WebGR value based on the reference whatever that got returned by our blue constant. And another usage of enumeration. If you guys remember during the switch statement discussion, we have mentioned that we are supposed to pass only characters or integers, and we can't pass string values to switch block. So switch condition, it should be either integers or character values. And there is one other parameter that we can pass to switch block, that is enumeration. You can declare a switch block based on an enumeration, and you can write the case statements based on the enumerated constants. That's also one more advantage with respect to enumeration, because the value won't be changed. Whenever you have specified the enum constants within case blocks, it will be just like a static data, and whatever the data that you have passed to switch condition, that should be matched with the case, and it will execute the rest of the code. Enumeration contains two predefined methods. The first one is values of, take our WebGR dot. If you take a look at the Eclipse suggested options, you can see that along with all the enumerated constants, it has provided you the value of method and values method. So the values method, it will provide you a an array of all the enumerated constants within the enumeration. So currently the return type will be values, the return type will be an array of enumeration itself. It's your array. So array means I can easily go for each loop. Take each and every constant and iterate through the WebGR array. Print each and every constant. So here the values method, it will provide you the list of the constants or enumerated constants that are available with respect to your enumeration. And the return value will be same as that of your enumeration, but it will return as a collection just like an array. Once after that, you can retrieve each and every individual constant, enumerated constant, by using your for each loop. And here you can see that violet, indigo, blue, green, orange. So you are able to retrieve all the values from your enumeration. There is one another method, your dot value of. The value of method, here you can pass the name of the string and it will provide you the enumerated object. So this is just like the other way for with your dot constant. Currently within our constants, we don't have red constant within our enumeration. So whenever we are trying to access an element or an enumerated constant which is not available, it will throw you illegal argument exception. What the message? No enum constant class com dot java dot features dot with gr dot red. So if at all if you have mentioned properly, it will provide you the object reference, nothing but your enumerated reference, and based on that you can go ahead and make use of that for final variables.
Krish?
Yeah.
Can you go back to the program, please? So the difference between that first statement, when you say Bigdata.blue, that get value, that gives the value of that particular enumerated data, right? Plus, what is the last?
Here also it will provide only the reference to the enumerated object. Here also it will provide you reference to the enumerated object. Both are same.
So what is the use of the last one?
They have just provided another way to retrieve the object reference based on a string.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Static imports. The static imports, it was also added in JDK 5. If you call the method, then it will be going to provide the value exactly. Adil. Static imports, this was also added in JDK 5. Normally, import statement is used to import a class or number of classes within a package. So by using import statement, when you write java.util.collection, it will import the collection interface. When we write java.util.store, it will import all the classes that are available within our util package. So with respect to JDK 5, they feel that by using static import, which means you just need to use a keyword called static, which will import all the static elements within your class. So let us go for java.lang.system.out. So within our system package, we know that there is a static variable called out. java.lang.system. You can see that 3 static variables are available in out error, and the out we are normally using in daily usage, which will print the message to the console. So normally once you have imported any class, we'll just make use of the class name, and then we'll call the methods or variables by using .membership operator. But when we use static imports, see, normally the name will be static import, but while writing, you are supposed to use in a reverse way, import static. So whenever you have imported any static elements or either properties or methods, so those are just like the members of the same class, and it's not required for you to go ahead with the class name now, and this member was inherently available to your class. That means you can directly call the member, directly make use of the member, and you can call the methods by using the member, or you can execute, if it is a variable, normal variable, you can just make use of that and print the data as well. So in my case, out is a reference to print stream. So by using reference variable, I can call other methods as well. That's what I'm doing here. So that means, let us say I'm importing here, import static java.lang.system.out. So here I have imported the out static variable to my WebGR client class. So that means when I'm using out object here or out reference, it's not required for me to specify that out is again available within the system class, because I've already imported that class, all the static members of this class. Currently I have imported only out. If you want to import multiple, you can just go ahead for star as well, which will import the remaining static reference variables as well. You can see that I can put in is also one more static reference within my system class. Map library name. You can see that I'm able to directly call the map library name method, that is a static method. You can see that that is a static method, and you can directly call the method without specifying the class name. Normally, static variables will specify like system.mapLibraryName. This is how all the static variables or methods will get called. Once you have imported that particular static reference by using static imports, it's not required for you to specify the name of the class once again. This is just like a small add-on feature that got added within JDK 5. The next one is Varargs. Varargs is variable arguments that can be passed to your method. So the syntax for variable args is 3 periods. Let us write a method int add. Normally, if you want to add 2 integers, we'll take 2 arguments, integer a comma integer b. And if you want to add 3 integers, int a comma int b comma int c. We'll take like this. Or else we have one other approach. Let us say we don't know how many number of arguments that will be passed by the caller method. At that time, we can use integer array, and we can just iterate. We can retrieve what is the length of the array, and after that we can iterate through the elements, and we'll retrieve one by one value from the array collection, and we'll perform the addition operation. So let us take a look at this example first, how we'll do integer addition with more than 3 or 4 parameters. So this won't be a good design like writing the same method, accepting based on the parameters that the client is sending. Because let us say the client wants 4 parameters, that means you are supposed to provide one more like this, and you need to provide integer d. So that means you are supposed to write one more additional method. So this is like an overhead, which we won't be interested. So that's the reason we'll go for array kind of stuff, so that the elements will be passed dynamically to the array, and this one can easily retrieve how many number of elements are there, and we can add those elements, and we can return the result back to the caller. Public void add method, integer array of a. So at first I'll print how many number of integers are there, plus a dot length, and after that I'll put a for each loop. We'll take one constant, sum plus equal to element. Finally, return the sum value. Create one object for our class, and then call the add method by passing an array. So that means I need to create an integer array. Let us go and execute this program. So here we are passing 4 integers to our add method, and once after that it is performing the iteration by using for each loop, and we are but here what you are doing, you are constructing an array on your own, and you are assigning the data. Let us say you are not using the static initialization, and if you want to perform initialization.
Krish, Soumya here. Krish, we are not able to hear you.
Is it audible now?
Yeah, Krish. Can you please repeat after you ran the program?
Okay. Yeah, once after the execution. So here, what we have followed, we have constructed an array, and we have specified by using static initialization, and we are calling the method. So with respect to JDK5, Java has added one more feature, which is called Varargs. Varargs is nothing but variable arguments that can be passed to your method. So currently, we are performing some additional step of
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.